Okay, I have here today my crock pot XL, sorry, with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there. I'm going to turn it up so I can show you, but I'm going to hit brown and saute, and I'm going to just hit start. So I'm going to kind of brown my meat first, but I'm making a pot roast in this. It's going to have a roast, carrots, potatoes, onions, and some seasonings. It's really kind of simple, but this is my roast. Hang on. This is my roast. It's 3.9 pounds, and I had the butcher shop put some marinade on it. I don't know everything the marinade has in it, but I do know it has Worcestershire sauce in it, or however you pronounce that. Sorry if I butchered it, but it has this in it. And you can do it however you want to do it. You can get it, if you can't get it with the marinade, that's fine too. Just do everything else I do to it, or add whatever you want to it. It'll be just perfect. But I'm going to take it and I'm going to saute it just for a couple of minutes on each side, just to get it going and kind of get some flavor on the bottom, just like that. And cook it. I'm going to cook it for about 3 minutes on each side, and then I'll be back. Now that I've let it cook, I'm going to pull it out for just a few minutes. Now, throw in some onion, and it probably will pop. Don't be afraid of it. This was whole garlic cloves that I run across my zester to get kind of like a garlic paste. Put a tablespoon of that in there. No, sorry, teaspoon of salt. We'll start off with a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to do half a teaspoon of crushed rosemary. We'll also do, to start with, a teaspoon of black peppercorns. Just to get it started. Let it cook for a minute. Stir it up. It's already smelling awesome. Alright. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of beef broth. I got a 1 pound bag of baby carrots that I've already washed. I just left them in the bag. Saves dishes. Put about half the bag down there in the bottom. I got 5 pounds of red potatoes in my sink that I've washed. And they're ready to go. I just need to get some of them cut down a little bit. But when I do these, see, I've got them in a sink over here. They're washed, but I take it, like this one, I'm just going to half it. Leave the skin on. Throw it in. You got kind of a big one. Cut it in thirds. That piece, I'm going to just half it. Half. And half. Makes it easier to, it makes it a little easier. Okay. Now that I have what I want down there, I'm going to reorganize it. I'm going to take this roast and I'm going to lay it back on top. Just like that. Now pour what's left of my carrots. I'll put 1/4 of an onion on top. The other 3/4 was on bottom. Just like that. I got another tablespoon of garlic paste right here. It was about 4 cloves of garlic. I'm going to do some more carrot, some more potatoes on top. And see, in mine, I have a max fill line. So as long as I don't go above that line, I'm good. The way I'm going to layer these potatoes, it should stay just below that line. Ooh, that smells so good. So in this, I have not quite a 5-pound bag. I used all but 3 out of a 5-pound bag. Alright, so now I'm going to add another little teaspoon of peppercorns. My husband likes a lot of pepper. I'm going to do another 1/2 teaspoon of rosemary. Of crushed rosemary, sorry. And then on top, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. And then just to kind of get things rinsed down, I'm going to add another 1/4 cup of beef broth. And that's it. So now I'm going to stop it. Put my lid on. Slide it back so you can see. Put my lid on. Slide it to lock. The valve goes to close. I'm going to press meat and stew. I'm going to bump the time up to an hour. See, 1 hour. And I want my pressure on high. But if you don't, just hit the pressure button. It swaps it. And I'm going to press start. And now I let it, it's going to cook for an hour. I'm going to let it naturally depressure. I'm going to let the pressure naturally release for probably about 20 minutes after it's done. And then I'll come in here and open it, and it should be nice and soft and just fall apart good. And that's all until it's done. Alright, I'm back. And it's been sitting here, and it's been, the pressure's been naturally releasing for 26 minutes. And turn it off. I just press the start stop button. Back here is the valve. If you're afraid to open it, just take whatever spoon or something you're gonna use, and just do that. At this point, do not open it until the bobber valve back here flops down. Alright, you heard it click. Now it's down. There it is. And that's it.